welcome back. We are about to have a mega time, okay? I'm having an engagement party. So we're getting the whole squad around, we're gonna have some games, because this is what I've realised. When you make the plans, you get to make sure they're fun. Like before, I'd always be like, oh, all these things are happening to me. Yeah, babe, because you're not making the plans, you're just arriving at the plans. So we said, guys, we're having an engagement party. We invited our friends around. We took a risk because we live in a 2-bed terrace house and our group is a group of like 20 with all the partners and everything. So it was a risk and we needed at least 2 couples to not be able to make it. But like, what do? You can't do you just list them 1 to 10 and say, oh, the bottom 2 don't get in? But luckily 2 of them are busy. So thank you to 2 Alexes, you sorted us out there. So just about everyone is going to fit. And I had to choose games that were going to work for 18 or 17 people. So today we are just in preparation mode. I finished my work for the day and I'm just got to sort out the house because we've got one friend staying and they're going to stay in this room. So this room is like where all my stuff lives because I've got loads of stuff. But sometimes we have friends to stay and then like in the corner of my eye I'm like, oh, my pants are still on the radiator. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of tampons just like right by the head where they're going to sleep. So I'm going to try and sort them out before he comes. So then I don't have to like lie in bed being like, oh. Anyway, this is the current situation, the bed, all the clothes. So I'm going to sort through this and maybe this could be like a time lapse because I listen to some music. Also, I said, didn't I, we're going to start doing things together. So I'm going to be tidying up this and you are going to be doing something that you need to do. Maybe you need to do some tidying. Maybe you've got a pile of washing that you've not put away, you know, because you can't just congratulate yourself for putting it in the washing machine. I realise that's what I do. I put it in the washing machine and I'm like, I'm free and I'm also Mrs. Hinge. But then I think, oh no, you have to do all the steps for the job to actually be done, which is such a shame because I love being half-assed Holly. Oh my God, I need to write that down. That is literally me. I am half-assed Holly. How have I never come up with that before? Half-assed Holly. Nice. Don't know why I've written that in my notes. I don't know what I'm going to do with that information. Anyway, let's time lapse it. Basically what I've done is I'm going to take all the clothes out and then some of these clothes live, because I've also managed, so Rory obviously sleeps in our bedroom, but all of his stuff's in that room as well. I have managed to creep in a few like little chest of drawers in there as well, because he doesn't have as much stuff as me. And I don't want to overload his room, but you know, I've got a lot of clothes, babe, and I'm a fashionista, you know? He can't stop me. It's not my fault he's only got 3 t-shirts and I'm utilising the space. So some of my clothes do go in there as well. Also, this is one of my best purchases. This is off Amazon. Look at this. Bosh. This then lives around the back of the laundry basket and then you just bosh it back out again. So I know I'm telling you how I'm going to organise my laundry. I'm sure you don't need those tips. Like, why are you going to care? So yeah, I'm going to put my tunes on. I'm going to do some serious tidying and you're going to have some nice music and then you're going to watch me or you're going to go off and do your tidying as well. Let's go. Done. It's actually insane. Like that task, right? I've still got to sort out the socks, but we can talk while I sort out the socks. That task to me felt so overwhelming. Like I've left that for ages because I just thought, actually to be fair, I haven't even finished it because I've still got to put all this in the other room. But like I really thought, oh my god, I just haven't got the time to do that. But in that whole task is going to take me 15 minutes. And now I'm thinking, why didn't you just get on with it earlier? But it's so weird that with an ADHD mind, like even when you then prove to yourself, oh actually that isn't that long, my brain will never like hear that. Like I'll see that and I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's like it doesn't quite register. Like things that are helpful just don't seem to register. It's not like someone else. I imagine that like Pavlov's dogs, like when you do something and you're like, oh my god, that actually makes life so much easier and I didn't have to worry about that so much. It's like that bit doesn't work for me. Like those cues and then the rewards, my brain doesn't remember them. My brain only remembers the rewards of things that are bad for me, like a glass of wine. Do you know what I mean? That's the only rewards my brain remembers. Oh, that's really fun when you have a glass of wine. But it doesn't remember the benefits of doing other things that are good for me, which is a shame. Apart from exercise. But that did take nearly 2 years for my brain to notice that. I've got this many odd socks. That's really making me sad. There's nothing I can do about that, is there? So there's no point worrying about it. Oh, it's one of my favourite socks. I'm a bit worried about that, if I'm honest. I'll have to work out where to put them. I need to make this bed as well. But actually, that's not as urgent. I need to clean the bathroom because I was fake tanning this morning because I feel weird fake tanning because I haven't done it in such a long time, but I used to be a master at it. But I just thought I wanted to look a little bit gorgeous this weekend. So I thought, oh, fake tan. But I got it everywhere because I think I was just out of practice, so it was just flinging everywhere. So it's all in the bath, all at the walls, and it's brown. So I don't want him to think I've had a poo in the shower because that would be false information because I haven't had a poo in the shower. Can you still see me? Okay, let's tidy up the last few bits in here. I got sent this old Tenic little Hoover. Oh, you can't even see me. And this Hoover like goes on its own, like it goes around on its own. It's a bit like a pet that cleans. So good. But I haven't got around to unboxing it yet because I'm so excited about it that I don't want to unbox it. So I have to have that. A bit like at Christmas when you like want to keep all your presents in their folder. In like the gift bag rather than actually having them out and about because I like the idea of having a gift. Like same with these. I got sent these GHDs, but I like to keep them in the box because then it just feels more special. These are so good as well. If anyone's looking for one like curlers that make your hair like a bouncy blow dry, these GHD curve tong soft curl are brilliant. I do almost feel quite bad when brands send me these things, like these nice curls and stuff. And when I do my hair, do you think it actually looks alright? But most of the time it just looks like this. And I just think, they must think, you're really ruining it for us. You know when someone comes around and you try and make out that you don't always live in like absolute mayhem? Like you're like, oh no, it was nothing. You're like, no, actually it was something. Like actually I've gone above and beyond, babe. What is beeping and why? Hello? Okay, I think that's good enough. This machine, basically, I wanted to start a t-shirt business ages ago and I still plan to, but I haven't quite got around to it. But I've got the t-shirt like thing that you stamp the heat press here. It's got really dusty and I don't know where, like, I do know where the cleaning stuff is, but it's too far away for me to do that. So I'm just thinking of putting this picture there because that gives them a bit of a vibe, but it also like covers up quite a lot of the dusty area. It's a bit weird actually, isn't it? It's a bit like a shrine to myself. What do we think? We know it's bad, but we're just going to ignore that. Look at my drawers, right? I built these when we first moved in. This is when I was deeply undiagnosed ADHD and I was trying to just get on with things and look at them. It's just all over the shop. The bottom one you just can't use. This other one is desperately hanging on for dear life. The other one doesn't work. These don't shut. Where's now? Now I check instructions so much because I know what I'm like and I get such a flow state that I really focus and it feels like I'm on Crystal Maze or something. I think IKEA furniture, like I wish there was a service that I could just be like, does anyone want their IKEA furniture done? And I'll do it because it's a relaxing activity to me. I've realised I can't just chill out in the evening. Like I don't enjoy sitting and watching TV because it's not stimulating enough. So if I just always had some IKEA furniture to build, I think I'd live a very nice fulfilled life. I also don't want to travel and I don't want to have to make small talk when I'm at your house building it. Do you know what I mean? So there would have to be a service that you bring the item to me. I do it in my own time because if there's any like pressure to do it, then I wouldn't want to do it. And I don't want to talk to you about doing it. So Maybe actually that business hasn't got legs. See what I mean about the random tampon? There's always just one lurking about. I think I told you already that we're having this engagement party and we've got 18 people coming round. I just did the food shop. Oh. Anyway, we've done the food shop, got all the bits together to then hopefully have enough food for 18 people. And I thought I'd go through and show you everything I bought because, I don't know, I think you could find this quite fun. So, all my brain power has gone because I just couldn't, because I'm a fussy eater, I can't understand why anyone else isn't. So I really had to channel being like a normal person of what do they eat? So this is what I came up with. And the idea is, I want there to be food and I want people to be full because I hate when you go somewhere and it's like nibbles, but then there's not enough nibbles for you to really go for it. Anyway.
Why don't you introduce your friend Cash?
Why are you being so frigid as well? Taking me on.
Cash, come say hi.
We've currently got Rory on one side who's critiquing everything I bought. He wasn't there. And then we've got, can you be named or not?
Yeah.
Then we've got Catchy on the other side. Catchy's actually the one that came with me to do the food shop because Rory couldn't be asked. So this is Catchy, he's coming in now. So he chose everything that was meat related because I don't eat meat.
Meat.
Yeah, nice, thank you for that. So, that's so cute. That's me in the video.
That's live. That was a live. That was a pop
I
live.
can hear you trying to sniff it.
No, that wasn't me.
Right.
That is a canapé.
That is disgusting. Okay, anyway, let's go through everything. So, first up, I can't concentrate. Oh my god. Right. Okay. First up, there was 3 for 8 on loads of things. Also, I went to M&S because I felt like all my friends are having dinner parties and they're all doing big time things and they're making big meals. So I am just basically trying to peacock around them. I'm just trying to be I can be big time too. So don't judge me for this whole, I'm just trying to show off. So you can judge me. If you're judging me on showing off, then you'd be right too. So we've got a load of sausage rolls. 4 smoked bacon and cheddar sausage rolls. 4, even more of those. 4 smoked house pulled pork sausage rolls. Basically, what I was trying to say before I got distracted by Catchy being frigid and Rory fighting is that I want there to be enough food for everyone because I don't like when you go to someone's for picky bits and there's not enough picky bits and you feel like you've got to be polite and I'll only take half of that because blah blah. So I've made sure there's enough. So there is actually. Do you know what? I actually think there's no vegetarians anymore in the world because I think most of the group actually are meat eaters. I got the nice sausage rolls. They're the ones to show off with. Then, to bulk it out so everyone's got enough, these ones. I actually didn't get any vegetarian ones because I'm very selfless. But I think I'm going to get some.
You already got some?
No, I haven't. I might have some in the freezer actually. We got these for everyone. Smoky chicken and chorizo empanadas.
Gosh.
So,
What's
3 packs of
empanada?
those. Not that I can eat those. A succulent chicken thigh, chorizo and piquillo peppers cooked with smoked paprika. Then these. What is this? Spanish serrano ham and smoked cheese panda crystal ready to cook. So this just looks like a mega long piece of bread with cheese and some sort of meat on. So it looks like I'm going to be going hungry. I got some arancini balls. I think these are just a bit of a crowd pleaser, aren't they? Again, made sure there's enough for everyone because I don't want to be having half of anything. If I like something, I want to have the whole thing. So I've got a few more of those. Then olives. This was actually on my list in 2024 of something that I wanted to get into because in 2024 because I'm already into it. So in 2023 it was beer, which I completed successfully, and 2024 it was this. Yeah, it was.
It was before 2020. Your beer
When was
thing
beer?
was 2020.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there was a date and there was a time when I wanted to like beer. This is actually so embarrassing filming this while having people here because everyone's chiming in with their
You get
opinions.
fact checked.
I don't want to get fact checked. I just want to say whatever my heart feels like it was. Anyway, olives, I like them, I'm into them, so I've got a load of them. I've also basically just tried to get things that look like I've put a lot of effort in when I haven't. So that's quite important. Then I thought, whenever I go to a friend and... Sorry, I'm looking very small, you can see it's Rory chopping some onions. When I go to a friend's house, people always seem to make fancy salads, but I didn't think about that until getting into M&S and not having any signal. So I did try to Google good salad, but nothing was really coming up that I could be asked to make. So I just got some edamame beans because I feel like this is the kind of situation that makes a salad look like things are going on. I also got this baby Charlotte potato salad. I've never even made a potato salad, so I didn't know how to make that, but I thought the ratios here are a bit off. I feel like we could have more potato in here, so I'm going to get more bang for my buck by shoving a few more potatoes in there. I realised I don't think I've ever even boiled a potato.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I just don't think I have. More arancini, more sausage rolls. This is because I had a meat eater with me choosing the items. Looks like I'm just going to start for this engagement party. Then I'm going to make more arancini. I'm then going to make some guacamole and some dip, because hopefully if I haven't got enough like actual food, I can just like really bolster people up with chips and dip and they won't notice that.
Bread as well.
Then I got some mozzarella balls because because basically the idea is, right, if I made like 20%, hopefully then people will presume that I made all of it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to make some of these. I say make, and I'm just shoving things together. I'm going to put a tomato and a mozzarella ball on a like toothpick and a basil leaf. I think that's going to really give it what it needs.
Oh, have you got pineapple and cheese?
Pineapple?
Pineapple and cheese on a stick.
No.
Nice.
Sounds minging. Then I got some pork pies because Rory loves pork pies. Oh, I got these pizza calzones. These, I don't think there's many in this pot, so I actually might just keep this for myself. I might just keep this one a little secret between me and me. Then I had in my head, me and my old housemates at uni used to always make this for dinner, and I've not had it since being at uni. And it's puff pastry. You just roll it out, right? Then you get tomato puree, put that on, chop up some mozzarella, put that on, then put it in the oven, and it's absolutely delicious. So I've got that because that can be like my speciality. I'm thinking, what's funny about me having that as my speciality? I got some more butter because I got some heart-shaped moulds. I thought, oh, I'll make like one of those cool like Pinterest wedding cakes, but then.
Check and see where you push back.
No, it wasn't heart-shaped butter. No, I was
looking for heart-shaped butter.
No, I was trying to make a heart-shaped cake. I was going to make a heart-shaped cake that's like got like all the piped icing and says something like in love on the top. But in the end, I thought I actually can't be asked to make a cake, so I'm just going to make a banana bread and put it in a heart mould. Then hopefully people think there's love in this club. So then I got some dips. I like sour cream and chive, so I got 2 of those. Got a tzatziki. I think anyone that chooses tzatziki is a freak, but yeah, tzatziki is a sour cream. Yeah.
I like tzatziki.
I think tzatziki is like sour cream and chive but with less flavour. Then, this is something splashed out a little bit on this. Green goddess dip. That just sounded cool. That just sounded like I'm going to get that out and I'm going to say to the girls like, oh, does anyone want any green goddess dip? And they're going to be like, what's that? And I'll be like, well, it's blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? This is just purely for show-off points. What else have we got here? Oh, another thing that I'm going to make is little bruschettas. Is that right? Yes, I'm going to chop this up, air fry the French baguette, chop up tomatoes, onion and garlic, and then a bit of basil on top. I think the basil leaves are just going to pull everything together and make it a bit big time. And then little bruschettas. Again, easy to get in your gob because we've only got enough cutlery for 6 people. So everyone else, the other 11 are going to have to just manage it on their own. So yeah, I've got some tomatoes for the burrata. Got some salad to make the salad. Here we go, basil, to show off.
You've got burrata, what's that for?
No, I don't mean that, sorry, bruschetta. I know, sorry, I meant bruschetta. And
What's
then...
the theme of this meal?
Sorry?
What cuisine is it?
It's every cuisine. It's whatever I want it to be.
It's Italian, is it Italian?
It's food around the world, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Thanks, Catchy. And then... what's also going to be my speciality, and I'll make this with you tomorrow morning, is I'm going to make some, are they called Hasselback potatoes?
Hasselback potatoes, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to cut lines into these potatoes and then put cheese in. Oh, you are. Then I'm going to get some vegetarian bacon, because I think the actual vegetarian bacon is actually really good and no one's really going to notice unless they watch this, and they're not going to see this till afterwards. And I can't imagine my friends watch my vlogs anyway. So that's the plan. I'm going to put fake bacon on there and then some creme fraiche on top, and then I might try and get some chives, or I might just like cut up some salad leaves and just make them really fine and sprinkle it on, because it's just for decoration, isn't it? So yeah, that's going to be good. This is for the Hasselback cheese salad dressing, because I just thought, again, people are going to think I've made that even though I haven't. Then we've got crisps, because just in case I haven't got enough food, hopefully we can just fill people up on crisps and they won't really notice. Salt and pepper combo mix, delicious. Tortillas for the guacamole. Be delicious. Salt vinegar, delicious. Salsa, delicious. Walnuts for my banana bread that I'm saying I'm going to make, but I'll probably forget. And then finally, cheese twists.
You're filming yourself.
I used to have a packet of these every day after school, so I thought I'd bring that back. Anyway, I'm going to hand over to Rory and he's going to tell you what he's making. What are you making, Rory?
Not today, I'm afraid.
Come on, they're all waiting. Okay, I'll just leave you here and he'll look after you. I'll see you in a bit.
You can't even see what I'm doing.
There you go.
Bosh.
I said you should do a little outfit today. Fleeces from Woodfish again.
Yeah.
Shorts are from Adidas again. Socks from Converse again.
Yeah.
Do you think they like weird fish?
Pants from 15 years ago again.
Whoa. That's the broccoli done. I'm making a vegetarian meal. Asparagus.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got asparagus, tender stem broccoli, orzo, garlic. Should have pine nuts, but there was no pine nuts, so it's got some mixed seeds. Bit of vegetable stock.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
And then some garlic bread.
Bit of garlic bread.
Yeah. Any final words before I cut your scene?
No.
Good morning. It's the day of the big shindig. I've given myself a headache, I think, because I'm stressed because I really want it to go well. So I can't like relax about it. And because it just feels like a countdown, like I'm like, oh my God, there's still so much to do because obviously I leave everything to the last minute. So right now, I'm going to do my hair now because I always think my hair looks better like the next day or the evening. Like when I first do it, it is Oliver Cromwell or like Afghan Hound. But once it's got time to like chill out, it's fine. The fringe is bad. I cut my own fringe. And I've put myself through that and that's just it. Anyway, I was watching Tilly. I'll insert her handle here. I love following Tilly. I think she's really nice. I just think she's funny, she's cool, she's down to earth. I'm a big fan. She was showing how she uses her Dyson Airwrap and I have got a shark flex style, so it's like the same vibe. And she said that she puts lots of mousse in her hair and that's what makes it hold for longer. So I'm going to try that. So I want to go for like a big bouncy blow dry vibe because like I've got a lot of hair now because I've got my hair into quite a good place like health wise, so I want to kind of utilise that. And one thing, can I just say, for anyone that is a blonde, right, one thing that will make a big difference to how thick your hair stays after bleaching it is honestly where the hairdresser you go to and what they do. Because I always just thought, well, I've just got thick hair, like it's just luck. But then in 2020, I went, or 2021? No, 2020. I went to a new hairdresser's, right, because it was cheaper. I feel like everything I'm saying now, like the writing's on the wall of what was then going to happen. Anyway, she dyed my whole head like bleach, white blonde. And I said to her, like, oh, I'd normally get a half head, like, just so that, and she's like, no, we used to do full head. So I was like, okay, I'll insert some pictures actually of what happened to my hair. It all broke off. It went so thin. I ended up having to cut it to like here, and I've never had short hair. Yeah, it wasn't good. I'll tell you that for free. It was absolutely not good. But now I go to a good hairdresser and I don't even know if I think the shampoo and the conditioner makes a difference, but I think the main thing that makes a big difference is going to a good hairdresser. Because I went to a new hairdresser's, I go to Samantha Kuzik. They actually gifted it to me, but that's only because I DM'd them and I was like, hi, like I'd love to come and get my hair done with you. Would you do my hair in return for me posting about it? And they said yeah. So it wasn't like I would never like let a hairdresser reach out to me and then go to them, because I then think there's like, I need to know they're good, and I knew other people that had gone to them, so I was like, okay, I like their hair, I'm gonna go to them. I can't explain how much they have changed my hair. But initially they were like, right, what you need to do is you need to have a balayage, whereas I used to always get half heads, this used to always be dark, and I was like, I can't dye the bottom of my hair because by that point it's so weak it would just frazzle off. But I don't know what the hell they do there, but they gave me a balayage, so it means I've got my natural roots coming through at all times, and then the blonde's here and there's blonde at the bottom, but then you see they don't dye this bit, so this bit doesn't like break off. And I can't believe I've got long thick hair that's also dyed blonde. Like, they are magicians there. It's expensive. I'm trying to think of how much it is for me to get my hair. I think it costs in total, because I also get an Olaplex treatment, maybe like £300, but I was paying like £240 to get my hair done anyway, so it wasn't, well, it was a jump, but for the quality of my hair it wasn't. And also the way that I do it, I only get my hair done like twice a year, so because they do a balayage, so it's not like me having roots, makes no difference. So yeah, I just absolutely love them. Anyway, let's get my hair done. Blow dried it, so here we are. And now what I'm going to do is, I don't really need to do both these steps, but I just want to because I think it's quite fun. I'm going to do curling thing of this. I just love this. This is just like magic to me. So I'm going to separate, I probably should brush it actually, but I really can't be asked. So I'm going to separate it out, put half of it up. I keep seeing people on YouTube like training their boyfriends to blow dry their hair, like girls that are like lying with their heads off the back of the bed with their hair down, and their boyfriend's doing their hair for them. But I don't think I've quite got Rory trained up to that level yet. I can't see him doing that, unfortunately. But we can work towards that. So you just hold a bit out Oh no, it's this side. And then look, it just wraps around. It's so cool. I don't know how long you're meant to hold it for. Ta-da! I'll come back to you when I've done the whole head, so I can't imagine this noise is not overstimulating you, it's overstimulating me. Like anything to do with me, this is very much a trust the process. Right now, am I looking like the goddess that I'm hoping for? No. Again, I'm looking at Oliver Cromwell. But do I think I am going to achieve goddess status? Yeah. Hopefully. I also spray this in my hair whenever I do it. Hair by Sam McKnight Multitask Keep Protecting Styling Mist. Oh god, it's strong. So I spray that in normally while I'm curling it and stuff, so that I don't know, it's good. It gives it texture, like it makes it more. Oh, this is a bad example. I'm gonna honestly, right now, admittedly, it's not looking good. But I honestly think give this a few hours and you're gonna be loving it. Now, if I didn't have the time to do this, I'd use my GHD soft curl wand. It's like one that's got like the clamp. If I already had dry hair, that is a brilliant tool to get this same kind of lift, but like when your hair's already dry, so it's probably quite flat. But there's no point me talking about this now because my hair looks bad. But trust me, I think I'm always saying this to convince myself as well. I'm like, trust yourself, Holly. It's gonna look good. Just gotta give it time to chill out. I also put so much mousse in as well, so that probably added. If I'm entirely honest, I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive. Like, even though these are all like my like closest friends and they know me so well, I know them so well, and they're friends that I made after I stopped masking. So it was like they've always known me to be like what you know me to be like. Whereas a lot of friends from when I was younger, like it was probably quite a big process to then understand what I'm actually like versus what I was being like when I was masking everything. But I do still get, before events, I get a bit nervous because I'm like, you have to be in a good mood, like you have to not be anxious, like you have to be ready to enjoy yourself. And I don't always know if I am going to. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of it is the anxiety talking. So I'm saying to myself, like, you always do enjoy yourself. There's been hardly any occasions where I've gone somewhere and then actually had a panic attack or felt anxious. But there is still a part of me that gets apprehensive of like, oh my God, what if I'm not going to enjoy it? But one thing that's really helped with my anxiety is I really now, like after tomorrow when I wake up, I'm really going to say to myself, like, God, you had a really good time. Like same with my panic attacks, particularly with my emetophobia. Like sometimes if I'm like, oh, I've got this sensation or this sensation, the next morning when I've obviously been fine, I say to myself, like, do you remember last night when you thought this was going to be the end of the world, but actually now you realise it's fine? Like I really have to like back up and like comfort that side of me that's scared, rather than just being like, oh, forget about that. Like I think sometimes the work and the anxiety is like the next day, and like recognising what happened yesterday and that actually you were fine, to try and calm my brain down to be like, see, you're fine. There's nothing scary is happening to you. You don't need this fight or flight. You're not, fighting wild animals. You're not a cave woman anymore. You're going to be all right. All you did was have a nice evening with your friends. Right, I need to clean my teeth and then we're going to Asda to find the best non-alcoholic Sauvignon. So good. I don't know why Asda's just got the best one. I don't know why everyone's not raving about it as well. Honestly, it's the best non-alcoholic like Prosecco wine alternative that I've tried, and it's like £4.
This can move over that a bit way. Then people can sit on here and eat the scran.
They can sit on the table.
Around the table.
We're just trying to work out how we're going to fit 18 people into a home that just about fits us two. This is what we've done so far. I've done a lot of good tidying, get it to this place.
Have you now?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot. I've done the toilet. I've done the floors. What else have I done? Mop. No, I haven't been... Shut up. Okay, right. Next, we had to go and do another shop because I said to my brother, oh, like, do you want to come as well? So we've got 18 people coming, but then Tom was like, well, are you feeding us? And I was like, well, yeah. Then Rory was like, you haven't got enough food, you haven't even filled the fridge. So this is round 2 of the haul. We've gone to Asda to get some more. I don't even know if you care about this, but I'm going to show you anyway because it's the kind of thing that I'd find quite comforting to watch. So I don't know why we've got Brussels sprouts. I think that's just Rory. Also, do you know what really irritates me is Rory every day for lunch has broccoli and cauliflower, and it stinks. But you know when you're like already in a place with a smell that you don't really notice, and so now when anyone ever comes around I feel like I've got to say to them, I'm sorry it smells like fart. That's not just like me and Rory like fighting the whole time. There is like something that smells of fart. It's not that we just like, people's homes have a smell. I don't want people to think that our home smell is fart, even though it would be quite likely because we are quite farty. Okay, kitchen roll. I got this one. Basically I really don't like germs, so I spray my phone every time I get in from somewhere, which probably isn't that good, but I just don't want to get a cold or the flu or whatever. So, and I think when I touch my phone, I'm like, I've touched so many other things. So I spray my phone and wipe it down. So I got this one because you can rip the little bits off so you're not wasting so much. Because I don't like, that is wasteful, but unfortunately Sometimes the thoughts win. Then, I've got some vegetarian sausage rolls. Delicious, because I forgot I didn't actually get anything that I can eat. Rory got some cheese. I can't really eat cheese, it just makes me fart. And you know, when you've got people around, you can't just let it rip. Like, I don't mind if it's just me and my family, because I'll just let rip. But like, when I've got my friends there, I can't be, because mine are quite loud. I can't just be blowing off the whole time. So cheese, unfortunately, isn't going to work for me. This, which I know we'll never get around to doing, but I just thought it could be quite good for like some of the games that I've got organised, that you can kind of like reveal yourself and come out. And then to go with this, I also got a balloon pump, because I don't personally want to do this task. I want to give it to someone else, and I know that you have to remove the barriers. To like influence people to do things, you need to make it sound like it's a fun task, and I thought giving them this might make this feel fun. So yeah, I'm just going to work out which friend is going to get tasked with that. Then okay, that must have had a bit of a casualty on the way out. A tablecloth. I did actually want to use a cloth tablecloth, but we ran out of time and they didn't have any in Asda, unfortunately. We've also run out of time. I'm not going to make a cake. I was going to make a cake in a heart-shaped mould, but in the end I just bought this. I thought, does anybody not like this? No. So everyone's going to have this. I thought I could cut it and put it in my heart mould. But then I'm a bit like, how much are we going to go on about being in love? Like, yeah, we're getting engaged. I feel like I don't want to talk too much about being in love because it gets a bit embarrassing. Me and Rory have a pie every Sunday. I find it so relaxing because I find Sundays quite stressful. But look how cool this is. Woo! Cocktail sausages, fake bacon, because I'm going to do those Hasselback potato situations. Do you know what? I'm really good at buying stuff, but when it comes to actually making it, I really can't be arsed, and there's so much food that I need to make. Okay, let's speed through. Then we've got desserts. So these are things that I can't be asked to make proper desserts, but I think like when you're all together, you just want to be able to pick at things. So for that, we've got Maltesers, chocolate raisins, chocolate buttons, Skittles. I used to always have these in my pencil case at school and eat them in maths. What are these randoms? I don't really like sweets, so I don't really get that, but that's for other people. You just wouldn't put that near me. Magic stars. One thing I do like about the fact that I'm hosting is that I can put the chocolates and things that I like closest to me, and I can eat as many as I want. I don't have to be polite. Squishies, M&M Crispies, the best ones. Oh my god, I bought something really cool. Wait, let me go and get it for you. I got Lewis Hamilton's alcohol-free tequila to try, and it does actually smell quite tequila-y. This was 21... Oh. I said this to my friend, I think there's sometimes I sniff this and it smells like damp, and other times it smells good, so I can't really work that out. But I'm going to make some margaritas with this. Lime juice, maple syrup for the margaritas. And I got some chilies. How sweet are these? This, I don't agree with whatsoever. Blue cheese really just gives me big cringe vibes. I don't understand. I think it's because I'm someone that is so afraid of germs that I can't understand eating mould. Do you know what I mean? Like, that just throws me off. I understand that it's illogical because these thoughts I've had are all from when I was so young. Like, I know none of these thoughts are like rational, because annoyingly, when you develop like phobias and stuff, the thoughts stay with you from when you're 13, even though now as an adult I know that it's ridiculous, but I can't get them to go. So I just want you to know that I do know that's a ridiculous situation to be in. And then, look at this. So I then also bought some glassware. Me and Rory couldn't agree, and then we walked past this random woman. No, this random woman walked past us. And we were like, which should we go for? And then she was like, why don't you get both and have half each? And we were like, yes. Compromise, babe. So Rory wanted these like classic ones, but then I wanted these ones. So can you tell me which ones you prefer, actually? Because then hopefully I can settle that actually we should have just gone for my ones. I felt that could bias your results a little bit. And then we just got 2 of these because we've got nothing to cook things in, because we just put everything in the air fryer and we just eat like 3 meals on repeat, so we don't have loads of cooking stuff. Crackers. Then we've got a big bowl to put like bread, rolls and stuff in. Also, so I want to start using wooden chopping boards rather than our plastic one, because I always see some people being like, you're going to eat a year's worth of a credit card of plastic with that. But how do you properly clean these? Like, what is it? Like, how do you actually properly clean them? Because is it just like that you clean anything else? Just because it's wooden, it feels like it's weird being clean like that. And then I got some of these, so I want to make these little date bite things that I see. I think she's called Ellie Gibson on TikTok make. She makes these delicious things out of like dates and peanut butter and stuff that I really want to get into. Got some more trays because we've got nothing, because I bought a tray to put the food on, but I didn't actually look at the measurements, and the tray is actually this big, so nothing's going to fit on it. Sorry, I've got no idea if this is even interesting to you. I'm sure it really isn't. And I think that's everything. A few soda waters, because a lot of people are doing dry jam. So actually, weirdly, we've got more stuff that's non-alcoholic than is alcoholic, because more people don't really drink that much in our group. So yeah, I'm excited to try out these margaritas. I've got one friend that's really good at making margaritas, so I need to try and make him think that he is offering because he wants to, and not because I've like put in his brain that he's offering. Is that blackmail? Or is it manipulation? It's one of the two. I'm not entirely sure which. I'm going to put this all away, and then you can come with us for planning the games, and I will show you the foods that we've made as well. Let me know if you like these kind of videos, because to me, I don't know if this is a bit boring, because I'm just like showing you things rather than like chatting. But maybe actually you like these, because I think I quite like watching these of like people just milling about. Also, sorry that I keep asking like what do you like watching, but I'm very new to this and I absolutely love this platform, so I really want to make sure that my videos are enjoyable for you. Any tips I can take, and I would like to take. Okay, we're going to start making the food now for the dinner, and we need to get an absolute stomp on because we've got 2 hours and Rory's also about to
We've actually got
dump me.
86 minutes.
I've got 86 minutes and there actually isn't going to be an engagement if I don't get this sorted. So Catchy's going to come in and he's going to tell me how to make Hasselback potatoes. Catchy, reveal yourself.
Hello, I'm an expert on Hasselback potatoes. Whose face is that following?
Nick, I'll just go near you what's in this pan.
So we're going to start off with the potatoes because they're quite an important part of this.
Yeah.
The key with Hasselback potatoes, you've got to cut them evenly, and also be very careful not to cut
I need
all the
to
way
clean this chopping board first.
all the way to the bottom because that is a disaster. That's one done. You can see there the nice splits in the potato.
Do we not have to wash these first?
No, they're pre-washed.
No, they're not.
Yeah, of course they are. M&S, they pre-wash everything.
These are not pre-washed.
Catchy,
Okay.
you find I'm losing battle there.
You can post-wash these then. How's the audio on this camera?
Yeah, so good.
So I can do like ASMR.
Yeah,
The ASMR is gonna...
I'm going to go off.
Do you tend to listen to potato ASMR or not really?
Not particularly, do you?
No. What's your favourite?
I like... There's this girl that I'd watch and she does this thing and she's like, look at this red light, then look at this blue light, then look at this red light. Or I love ones and they're like playing with your hair. Like they pretend that you've come to their salon and they're like, I'm brushing your hair now.
And you can hear it.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
I think it might be best once we've cut them up to actually pre-oven them a little while, because then that'll open up the gaps.
Do we not need to... Rory said something like parboil. Don't know if you've heard of that before.
Yeah, you can parboil them.
Yeah.
The whole point with Hasselbacks though is by having them open like this, it exposes the middle a little bit better.
Oh yeah, obviously. Duh.
Guys,
Ooh.
don't worry, there's normally lemon in guacamole, but there's not in Holly's. So if you notice no lemon going in, that's just normal for this house.
Yeah, I don't like mixing like sweet and savoury, but I will do it if it causes a big outrage. I will put some lime or some lemon in there. How many other cards? What did you just do? Did you just have that in?
What's he doing?
I was going to.
What were you putting in?
Lime! I can't make everyone eat my bland food. I think I am going to have to put some in. I'm not happy about it, but I will do it.
No, it's your engagement. It's all about you.
Yeah, you're so right.
And the potatoes, obviously.
I think fresh guac really says like,
Oh, it does, yeah, it hits different.
I am an adult.
You will serve me.
I've got my...
Are you in between his fans?
I am an In-Betweeners fan, but I haven't seen that. Rory always says I'm not an In-Betweeners fan, but I don't know.
This is such a pick-me 10-inch life.
I actually was going out and doing fun things as a teenager. I wasn't at home just watching the In-Betweeners on repeat, so that's why. I can't help that I was out there snogging when you were indoors.
Doing this.
Just watching
boys talk about snogging instead.
Yeah, exactly. Just hoping one day your time would come. I might actually start off with making my skewers. So I'm going to show you what that entails. So I was going to get skewers, but then I forgot to. But luckily I've got 1,000 toothpicks individually wrapped. So I can just put some of those on here.
1,000?
Yes.
You got a lot of friends coming, haven't you?
Yeah. No, I got 1,000 because I really like cacao nibs, but then I always end up with it in my teeth. And I
1,000
hate...
times.
Exactly, and I hate having things in my teeth. So I thought if I have one of those in my bag, then that would be a good situation to be in. So on this skewer, there's going to be a mozzarella ball.
Guys, also thanks to Blue Top cocktail skewers, because they're probably the best in the business.
I just bought those on Amazon. I'm not working with the toothpick manufacturers. Thank you though.
Other
Yeah.
toothpicks are available though.
Yeah, nice. I also need to get ready at some point, or I'm going to be ugly to my own engagement, which is going to be a situation. But maybe it doesn't really matter because I'm already engaged, and you can't really say no at this point because it would make it awkward. So maybe I can go ugly.
Well, when you need to go, you just go, because we've got it all under control.
Have we? Okay, I'm going to go on a new approach, and what we're going to do is we're going to go mozzarella, then tomato, then mozzarella. Bosh, that actually looks quite good.
Well done, Holly.
Thank you.
Have you ever
Onto
thought
the-
of doing your own cooking channel? That's really good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Guys, upvote this if you think there should be a
Upvote.
cooking channel.
What is that from? Right, next one. The problem is I'm kind of over it now I've done one. It's a bit of a shame that
Yeah, it stops being satisfying, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, like that one. I like that I got to show it off and I got to do it, but now I tried to make these look fancier by putting basil on, but I think it actually has made it look more like food tech vibes, which is not the vibes I'm going for.
You're more going for Ottolenghi, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not going for whatever the hell I've done.
We've now lost all the chopping boards to your mega chopping board pile.
Crisps probably need more than
Crisps, why don't we use the mixing bowls? God, I'm good.
Mixing balls.
Oh, use the heart-shaped things.
I'm now making a bruschetta, so I didn't even say what I was doing. I've got some tomatoes on the vine, because someone said that's what you meant to do. So are you going to tell everyone how much you love me today? Is that part of...
You're going to do a big speech, aren't
Yeah, you are. I think you're going to have to reenact the proposal.
That's not requiring any
Couple of ranges.
Yeah.
That was really satisfying. I don't know if you could see that, but that was some seriously good chopping.
Let them know it's bruschetta time.
How are the Hasselbacks looking?
They look amazing, as expected though.
Yeah.
Do you want to see how they're getting on?
Yeah. Oh, they sound good. Wowzers.
They're
Mega.
Really, can you see them starting to split?
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like this is like you're just watching me chop tomatoes for 20 minutes. I'm really focusing so I can't talk, so I'll come back. Okay, now I'm making the guacamole. This is the problem. I don't know why I'm making this video, because I know that I've got the least cooking skills out of everyone on the planet. So everyone's looking at me being like, I know how to make guacamole, Holly.
And it's not like that.
Is it not? No, this must be fine.
It's nice because people can be like, oh, thank God I can cook.
Yeah, maybe this is like more, you can feel better about yourself because you can watch me. Right, then in this, I'm going to put some pepper. This, I feel like you want to do it for as long as you possibly can, because I go until I'm bored.
That
Like,
pepper
that's
grinder's
when-
not very good. That's
Yeah,
one
that
thing.
takes too
Whereas the
long.
salt grinder's too
The
good.
salt has got too
Careful with
much.
that.
Yeah, so just 2 of those. I don't like too much salt. And then some garlic granules. This to me is really pushing the boat out. And then a few chili flakes. Only a little bit because I don't really like spice, but I'm just being thoughtful for other people because that's the kind of sweet girl I am. Mix all of that together. Okay, chopped tomato is going in. Bosh. Bosh. This is probably my favourite part of the evening because I'm actively doing something. I'm like with other people, but I don't actually really have to talk. I like that. This feels like we're playing Overcooked in person.
Yeah, chuck me that.
Yeah.
You should do a bit more teamwork.
Yeah, like this is like ideal, like we're all working together.
This is
I'm a bit
fried
concerned about my
food.
avocado to tomato ratios. I
Yeah,
might
that's
just
okay.
leave it
Yeah,
like that.
fry.
It's looking a bit like a weird
Chuck it
green
in the
soup,
tray,
so
and then
I'm just going to add some onion and I'm going to leave that because
Scoop it up.
it's not going too well.
Dear, what's going on there?
This isn't looking good, I've got tomato on my white
It's
jumper.
alright, tomato.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like tomato sauce.
Do you think? It's not looking alright. You can cut back in. I was wondering what that cut was. That's because Rory and Catchy keep announcing exactly where we live, which I probably don't want in one of the vlogs.
Have you ever done a live, Holly?
Yeah, I used to
you
do
still
quite a
do
lot
it.
of lives.
What happened to doing those?
I don't know, just it's sometimes a bit awkward, like when you're doing a live and like no one's like there.
Give us an upvote if you want a live, guys.
I think live.
Hit dislike if you want a lie.
No, don't hit dislike.
Oh, and unsubscribe.
No. I think with going live, there's an awkward bit at the start when it's just like you and 2 people, and I feel
Yeah,
bad for those people because I know that they feel bad leaving and leaving you with no people. Have you ever done that when you're watching a live, then you realise you're like it's just you and them, then it feels very intense, like you're just on FaceTime with a stranger.
You feel like you have to start asking questions or leave.
Yeah, yeah,
And you almost feel like they can see you at that point,
yes,
but they can't, but you feel like they can. when
yeah,
you're
yeah,
watching.
yeah. It all feels a bit personal.
What are you making here?
The guacamole.
Oh, right.
That's probably enough, isn't it? Actually.
A lot of red onion. It seems like you've got 1 part avocado, 1 part.
I don't know if people are going to be desperate to dig into that, but whatever. Maybe I'll just add some basil on top.
Good fats, if you're listening, we need another bottle.
Good fats.
But if they are,
That is bloody good.
Guys, can you top that up, please, if you're about in there?
In
you're following.
That is actually well good. Me and Rory love it, but I'm scared to see how much it costs. I can imagine it's about
Has anyone
£15.
asked any questions
what?
on the live?
No one's asked any questions on the live. I need tomato for the burrata, don't I? I mean avocado. I mean
Bruschetta.
onion. My brain's
That's
gone.
not
I'm
fine.
panicking. If you go on any reality TV or like TV show, what would you go on?
What about the jump?
What's that?
The ski jumping, is it? Is that the jump? Is it the jump? The skiing one? The big ski jump.
what's that? You
Yeah.
Big Brother?
Jump.
No, that'd be too intense.
Strictly Come Dancing?
Strictly, I quite like the idea that you just like train like, so it's not reality of your like all the time. You just go on, do your bit, and then you're away again. I think the ones where you're there all the time, I couldn't cope with, like Love
basil
Island and Big Brother.
Is that enough onion, do you think?
Just put some basil in.
Yeah, please.
What would you want to go on, Holly?
I'd like to go on, yeah, I agree. I'd like to go on, I would never go on Big Brother. I couldn't think of anything worse than being like stuck with people all the time. And the thought of sharing a bedroom, because I know that I fart in my sleep, and I just, like, I don't really care about that, but I know I would...
Be self-conscious every night about it.
Yeah, and I feel I have to go up to every person the next day and be like, haha, fart in my sleep. So that would be the problem for me. I also think I'd make really TV, because I'd be so overstimulated I wouldn't be talking, ever.
You'd just be chopping tomatoes.
Yeah, just be...
Guys, anyone want some more tomatoes over there?
Yeah, Strictly Come Dancing. I think that would be really fun.
Because Rory won't do dance classes yet.
Yeah.
But then how's that going to work? Because I'm not going to be on the show.
What do
So
you
I'm going to
mean?
get even worse.
You'd have to have lessons separately so we could still do it together.
I just
Or if
think
you got really good, you could be the professional and I could go on as the influencer and then we could team
I could
together.
probably do it.
it wouldn't matter because you'd go off with Giovanni anyway.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you can just, like,
Oh yeah,
stop
the
even
Strictly
worrying about
curves.
it.
We wouldn't be together afterwards anyway, so it wouldn't really
Nice,
matter.
Get yourself on there.
Sorted. Should we cancel the party?
Yeah, that sounds much better.
Party's off!
We can just eat the food that we have made and then
Yeah.
just go our separate ways.
Salad topper. This separates the men from the boys. Bosh. This salad actually is looking quite big time now. Wait, let me just give you a close-up of it. I think you're going to like it. So my eyes are really watering because of the onions. And because me and Rory are breaking up for me to go on to Strictly Come Dancing. Oh!
Hashtag angles.
Wowzers.
Do like a scoop.
Oh!
Yeah, nice.
Is that it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even a
Just
full
like bit of
scoop.
No, because I didn't want to ruin the top of it.
Some bolage.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not.
I thought this was going to be so big. I thought this was going to be literally triple the size, so this is so pointless
I
at
think
this
I'm going to
point.
put the butter on there.
Did something happen? Did you fall over when bringing this in? Because it all looks a bit like it's all got shoved down one end. This is quite random, how Rory's just made these crisps
No,
not
they're
in
going to get.
bowls.
I don't want them to go stale. They're going to get opened on arrival.
Okay, yeah, this is really actually very underwhelming right now, so let's move on. Oh, and it's just that. Well, I thought I thought we had more to show. Maybe, okay, sorry, we'll come back when actually there's things to show. 'Cause all I have
when we
is
get
this-
back, we'll do all the sausage rolls, and it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
right.
sorry, that looks really like we're starving. Have you
We'll show
seen?
the oven. There's more to come.
Okay, we're not just feeding everyone this one shit salad. Potatoes and bread.
A lot of bread. Nice. Right, what's going on over here then?
Oh dear. This is the final piece, and then on top of that, you could add a little bit of pesto if you wanted to, but I don't think I've got any, so
Is there
I'm
any
going
basil
to.
left? Basil's perfect.
Yeah, basil. I'm going to get basil from here. Shove that on. There you go, 3 pieces of basil. And then Bob Sharon called Fanny Sharon. Put that in the oven. It's going to be a delicious little bit of pizza. Right, it's me from the future. I realised I didn't really explain those games, and I take games very, very seriously. So I'm going to talk you through each of the games that we played and how it worked. I actually wrote out a timetable on my phone because, you know, that sounds like I've never relaxed ever. That's me. I actually found a Notion template for a dinner party, and then I used that to plan it out, and it helped because it meant I could like calm down a bit. I wasn't like stressed about this bloody party coming up the whole time. So I love that normal people would just be excited, whereas I was like, I'm just scared. These are the games that we played. Bear with. Okay, so we had in total 18 people that came, maybe 19 with my brother, not sure. What I did is I put us all into 4 teams, and then 2 teams had 5. Now we played, I think, 4 games. The first game we played was Wavelength. This worked because what I did, we got a whiteboard and then it had a semicircle and it had 0 to 20, like numbers written round, okay? And basically Wavelength is a game where you've got to try and be on the same wavelength as the other person and think how they would think. So what we did is we wrote the name of everyone who was there that evening, put that in a hat, and then we had another hat and we had like topics, and these were like really stupid things. It was like, how boring are they? Or because no one in the group's boring, like none of it was like cutting, right? Or it was like, how likely are they to have piles? Like it was like really stupid answers. Everyone would have a go. So say it was me, okay? I'm at the front, I get given a hat with names in. Say I pull the name out that's Harry, and then I get the other pot out, I pull out piles. So I have to write down what I think between 0 and 20, like what are the chances that Harry would have piles, okay? I write down a number, and then each of the teams each had a magnet, and they ran up to the front and they put on on the whiteboard like where they thought it would be, and then whoever's got the closest to what I wrote wins. It was so funny and it was so good. And basically I did psychology at uni, and I'm very interested in like the human mind and how it works, and I know that when you're in big groups you lose the momentum when you play games that people aren't having to be engaged at every second, right? I think also it's the ADHD, like things like articulate, if you've got a lot of people there and you're having to wait a long time for it to be your go, you lose people go on their phones. So I made it that it was a game, everyone got a go, but everyone always had to pay attention. So Wavelength was brilliant at that, because literally within 30 seconds a new person's up and you're discussing in your group what should we go for. So that was a really good starter game. Then we had a quiz, because it was an engagement, we had a quick quiz. It was like 10 questions about me and Rory, questions about us, like that everyone would know because they've known Rory since uni, and they've known me since I've been with Rory. But also we asked our parents to write 3 words about us, and then they had to guess what that was, so that worked out quite well. Then we played a game called One Word. This was so funny. So basically we wrote out, because there was 18 of us, we wrote out 18 one words. It was a whole mixture of things. It was like in jokes with our group, but then it would be like random things as well. I'm trying to think of anything that we wrote. We just would write down words that were stupid that it would be hard for people to describe. Like I think our group sense of humour is just quite like stupid. Like things like piles gets a good laugh. Do you know what I mean? So okay, we'll just use that example again of piles. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking about piles so much in this video. Basically in One Word there's 18 words, right? You pull out the word, you're not allowed to look at it. Say it was piles, I put it on my head. Everyone then gets their phone and writes on their notes a word that is connected to that in the hope that you'll guess it. And then they all hold up their phone, and if anyone is matching what you've got written, so say I'd written Anusol and someone else had written Anusol, then we'd have to put our phones down. And then it's the phones, so say like there's 18 of us, we all put our phone up, say 6 of us all had the same word, we'd have to put ours down. So then there's another 12 for the person to guess from. The person that's guessing then opens their eyes and guesses, and it ends up being that you got a point if you were one of the people that had your thing left up, and you got a point if you were the person guessing and you got it right. And then we had a tally of like the points. I think this is really crucial, having a tally system, because you want people to actually be invested. We also had a good prize, so we had a £100 Peace Express gift voucher as the prize, so it actually kept the momentum. They were the only games we had time for in the end. But on top of this, in the background we had a game of the traitors running, and this made it so much more fun. So basically what we did, I can't remember exactly, but I'm going to try and describe it to you as best as possible. I think we had 4 traitors, and what happened was I wrote out traitor or faithful in a hat, and then when everyone first got there I got them all to pick out the hat. Now traitors basically had to try and make sure that, you know, the 4 teams that I said, the traitors had to try and make sure that their team was not the winning team, right? So all the traitors are trying to secretly meddle and get things wrong so that their team isn't in the winning team. That's how they win. But after each game we would have firstly banishment. Is that what it's called? A banishment, when everyone would go around and be like, I think this person's a traitor, I think that person's a traitor, and you'd lose someone and they'd say if they're a faithful or a traitor. But also we would have traitors would kill someone, and we did that by, I think it was everyone closing their eyes, and the traitors would decide amongst themselves and then tap the person on the shoulder, and then whoever it was that got murdered by the traitor would then be Claudia Winkleman and would be the person that would like announce who was out and stuff. And this made the whole thing so funny. Like Arlene sent a video of when we found one of the traitors and everyone was like, woo!
I am a traitor.
The traitors would only win if they were in the bottom 3 teams, right? They couldn't be in that top team because the idea is they've meddled enough to be in the bottom 3. If they stayed in the bottom 3 teams and they were undetected, even if the winning team just would not win anything, the traitors win. The way the faithfuls would win is being in that top team and there not being any traitors left in the bottom 3 teams. So in the end, in the game, we found that the traitors won because they managed to stay in the bottom teams and go undetected. Yeah, that's how you describe it. And all those games kept people engaged. Also, they're having in between games, like the bit when everyone got drinks, but then you managed to get everyone back in the room because you had that like banishment or murder, which was exciting. And it also meant there was quite a lot of funny chat like in between the games, because everyone's like, you've got that wrong because you're a traitor. They're like, no, I'm just stupid. But yeah, I had so much fun, honestly. I'm also hoping, so my birthday's in a couple of weeks in Feb, but I just hate having a Feb birthday because I just think a winter birthday is just poo. So I'm hoping that I can rent out a big house in summer and then host like a big like games weekend and like sports day and stuff. That is something I'm going to have on the cards, because I've realised with having ADHD, my favourite way to interact and to socialise is through games. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you've got this far, and I can't believe if you have, if you could comment, Holly, you are a party queen, that will be good for me. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, as always, let me know in the comments anything you'd like to see, anything you're enjoying on this channel, because I'd really like to grow it with you, because I'm just so grateful and I'm loving YouTube so much. It's so fun. Right, I will catch you next Sunday. Love you loads. I hope you have a good week. Bye.